Good afternoon, witches, and hello, family and friends. Oh, okay, and hi, Kendricks. Don't want to leave you out. Anyway, I came here because it's time for me to rant once again, okay? Look, I was reading a comment where somebody had posted which video that was. Anyway, I was talking about why I do not personally myself believe in marriage. And someone came on and made a comment, and they were bitter themselves, but they said that I was bitter, and they disagreed 100%. So you know who you are, okay? But I just wanted to talk and tell everybody why I feel this conviction about the fact that I don't think that marriage really works. Okay, now, kudos to those who are doing it and they're loving it, and it's a wonderful thing for them. Okay, especially for those who've been married at least about 50 years plus. Okay, I would like to say kudos to you. But this person was disagreeing with the situation, and they were like saying that I was coming from a place of a place of not love, no love there, or something like that, the way they put it. And this video is not going to really be about all of that or whatever, but I do want to say something about that situation. You know, this is kind of like my own personal channel. I thought I was supposed to have the freedom of voicing my opinion, and I mean, I guess it must be their channel. It's kind of odd how you can put so much time and energy into a channel, and still some people feel like no, it's their channel, and you just cannot express yourself and the way you view life, and tell people the way you feel about your own personal situation, whether it be a struggle or it be a victory or whatever your truth is. And it is just kind of odd how people just really feel like they, after watching so many videos, after so many months, so many years, it's like they think they own you. But this is what I gotta say. I can say anything negative I want, okay? I've earned the right to speak any negativity that I would like to. If I'm disgusted and I want to vent, if I want to rant, I feel like I have just been here long enough on this planet, and I have earned those rights to speak forth exactly what I feel. Freedom of speech. If it offends you, then maybe this is not the channel for you. And if you're looking for light and love and peace and happiness, all of those, this is my opinion, all of those, once again, false perceptions in humanity, then feel free to go to another channel or make your own videos about your, perceptions on what life is for you. You can go out there and do that. You're more than welcome. Okay, go ahead and do it. But as for me, if I'm waking up and I feel like, life has been treating me like shit for the day, then I'm going to talk about it. If it's within me, this uh, negativity that draws all of these people that, I feel like are just horrible people, if it's within me and I'm a horrible person with inside, then so whatever. Still I have the right to get on my channel and talk about it. People come here because they want to hear what I gotta say. Maybe if you had something to say and you got on your own personal channel and did a video, they'll come to you and see what you got to say. You know, it's an audience out there for everybody. You know, and what makes a channel authentic is when people really just come from the heart and say what they mean, no matter how miserable it is. Life is a place of turmoil and a place of darkness, a place of destruction, a place of birth, love, a place of happiness and positivity. It's all of those things, and everybody's not going to be presenting you all the peaches and cream in life, and you have to discern where you need to be on YouTube, because there's some people that are angry and they want to express that, and there's an audience out there for people who are feeling the same, and they want to express that too. And it was also said that I need to get therapy. Listen, honey, just about everybody on this planet can use some therapy. So can you. Because I was reading your comment and I saw a whole lot of venting, and I saw a whole lot of, just blatant, just argumentative, destructive wordings in your text too. Okay. So look at yourself, and you need to evaluate what's within you, the reason why you have such anger towards another person expressing their opinion. You don't even know me. A lot of people watch these videos, and yes, I am a celebrity. And they watch us celebrities and they just feel like they personally know me. You don't know me, okay? You just think you know me. You have never lived with me or whatever, and then express the fact that that's why I can't get a man. Oh, so I my only validation in life, my only credibility in life, my only worth in life is that I have a man. Now, y'all people out there, y'all witches out there, know we don't have to have no man out there. Come on now. If you got one, then hooray for you. But my existence, my entire mission when my spirit sent me on this planet was not to seek out and find a man. Okay. I have better things to do. Okay. Now, there's nothing wrong with you if you do have a man. I think if you're happy, that's beautiful. But the women that are on this planet that don't have a man, it's not like our existence is in vain because we don't have one. We're just content without having one. And the whole situation of the reason why I say you don't know me is because if I really wanted one, oh, there are a lot of them standing on the outside of my house wanting to get in. I choose not to have a man, whatever that means. Okay. But to tell you the truth, a man is in my life. Okay. Do I have to put it on a billboard that a man is in my life? But that's not my worth. Okay. Having one in my life. Just like a man, if he does not have a woman in his life, that's not his worth. Okay. So you got to stop that. Okay. It's a lot of people on their journey that are content with being themselves, single, living life abundantly. Okay. And living life abundantly is not all of the bells and whistles of everything just being perfect. Okay. Because that's not, I don't even believe in perfection in the first place. Okay. If you look in nature, nothing in nature is perfected. Okay. Because if it was all perfected, and what is perfection? What is perfection? The fact that things have flaws in it is beautiful to me. I enjoy those things that most people may find to be not so attractive. I find beauty in in anything that I see in nature, because I'm just so excited to just be on the planet, to express what I gotta express, make my mark while I'm here. Okay. Create whatever I want to create. And the fact that I have eyes to see everything, you know, in this moment, whether it be, good or bad, which I don't believe in good and bad and dark and evil. I mean, or evil and righteousness. I just don't believe in those terms, because that's not life. It's not life. Life is what it is. All of these things on this planet, believe it or not. Okay? So you can love it, you can like it, you can put a label on it, you can say whatever you want to say about it. But it is what it is. Because you're not going to find this perfect world you're looking for, because it doesn't exist. Y'all, I'm cheating. Y'all can see what kind of water I'm drinking. I don't want y'all to really see it. Mama been getting a cheaper version of the water, but really and truly tell you the truth, this is not good. You shouldn't be doing this. You really should. You should be getting yourself some good artisan water, which I will probably be going out today, getting some good artisan water, because that's the only way to truly hydrate yourself. A lot of these waters, once again, have a lot of acids in it, and it makes your blood acidic, and that's not good, especially not for the summertime. But basically, what I wanted to say is this: I am a wicked witch. Okay. I think the problem with a few of the people, which I want you all to know, that I really love arguments. And I'm in a different place in my life right now. So I welcome arguments. I welcome debates. I welcome negativity. And I really welcome thumbs down as well as thumbs up. Now, we all going to love thumbs up. Okay, we're gonna all love positivity in our lives, because negativity is really very dense in nature. Okay, so we tend to remember the negative things in our lives a whole lot more than we do the positive things. And I think in human nature, the reason is because the negative things that happen to us are those things that help us learn more. I mean, and it may not be true for most people, but for me, in my life, because I'm only here on this channel just speaking my truth and sharing some of the things that have happened to me, and sharing, with you all some knowledge and some teachings and witchcraft, and a lot of people want to see what a real life witch is, and that's me. And a witch here in the South, in Alabama and Georgia and Louisiana, all of those my homes, and a lot of people just want to know, what hoodoo is really like for people who are practicing hoodoo in the United States of America. I don't know. I don't know what your reason is for being here. But, basically, I'm just here on this channel just talking about how whatever I talk about, whatever I experience, has affected me. Okay? That's basically it. I'm not out here to do no sugar coating, so I don't know what you're looking for. This is not the sugar coating channel. I was just about to say sugar coating candle. Get you a sugar coating candle, because if anything comes out of my mouth, it's not by accident. It's the spirit speaking. Okay? A lot of times people say, "Oh, she made a mistake." No, 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 no. No, no, no. There's no mistakes here. If something comes out of my mouth, that's the spirit speaking. They're having their say so also. But anyway, so when I say negativity for myself helps me to learn, and it helps me to learn not to go there again. Whatever that negativity produced and the effect of whatever it is. It's just like if you touch a hot stove, that in a sense can be negative, meaning that, that experience happened. So the next time you touch that hot stove and you get burnt. You know not to do that again. So the brain is going to house that right here. Okay, anything that happens to a person that brings I hate to keep using that same word, consequences that are not desirable. Okay, the brain is going to program those things. That's why we can remember, you know, most of the disciplines that have happened to us from our parents, whether it be a whipping or a switching or whatever it is. You're going to remember that because you need to remember what you did, the reason you got that lick in the first place. Okay, so a lot of people just don't like negatives, but I am one of balance. You know, I experience the positive things in life and I appreciate it, as well as the negative things in life. And I appreciate that also. Okay. So if you're looking for a life of roses and stuff like that, more power to you, baby. But hey, look, there's some thorns on the roses too. So you can't forget about that. Okay. Okay. So I'm here to talk about those things that most people do not like to talk about. Okay. I don't know if you're going to find any other wicked witches on the channel. And then on the same on the same note, I'm here to break the stereotypes of what you think you're supposed to see when you see a woman like me, because you got to realize we all have been conditioned, brainwashed. We're being mind controlled to see a group of people in a certain light and manner. Okay, a lot of people will come to my channel and say, this lady is strange, she's weird, because when, you know, people see people that look like me, they expect that person to act a certain kind of way. And when they see me, I act totally the opposite. I'm here to let you know that what you learned on TV, okay, what you have read in your media, in your books about a group of people that look like me, that have the same gender as I, that is bull crap, okay? It's just some illusion in someone's mind, okay, that they have depicted on these different medias to look and be a certain type of way. And they purposefully go out and find those people to portray that particular part. And I'm here to let you know that it's all lies, okay? It's all lies and conditioning, okay? So, no, I'm not her, whoever she is. That sweet little woman that you want to see, or that sweet big woman, or whatever you want to call her. That's not me, okay? I'm totally the opposite of her. No, I'm not going to the church. Okay, put on my big hat and talk about how good the Lord is. God is good, and pull out the Holy Bible. No, that's not me. And see, y'all, I know you all saying, Mama, where you going with this? Because, family, it's just so many people out there that got so many things to say, and I want to address it, okay? I feel like I can sit here and talk about it if I want to, okay? So now just get it out your head if you thinking that I'm not the good witch, whatever good is, okay? That's not me. So I gotta use these terms because even though I say it's no such thing as good, bad, and all those things when it comes to life. And then once again, I always say it's what it is. I still have to use the term for people who do not understand. Good, bad, evil, righteousness, dark, light. I still gotta say that. And so I will say this. I am very dark in nature. When I say dark, y'all, I'm not talking about my skin color. I have a very dark personality. Get with it. I know you've been taught that, big women are supposed to be these lovable, huge teddy bears to just give you this big hug. And sometimes I can be like that. But at the same time, too, if I decide that I want to spit venom at my enemies or voice my opinions of how fed up and frustrated I am with the American government, then I should be able to do that also. Don't always be looking for the best in me. I hear a lot of people, oh, your voice is so calm and serene, and I listen to you, and it helps to calm me, and I meditate to your voice, and I go to sleep because your voice is so soothing. I know. But at the same time, too, I have those days where I just really want to be an ass. Can I be an ass when I want to? Okay? So you got to realize, we're people too. The people, celebrities like myself. I'm a celebrity witch. I have emotions too, and I'm gonna frustrate them. I'm getting. Oh, listen to me. I'm gonna get frustrated. That's a good term. I'm gonna frustrate them. See, I'm the trendsetter. I may want to say things differently sometimes. I have some people who call me and say, "I find myself saying words the way you say it, Mama." I'm starting trends here. But anyway, yeah, and I can be cocky sometimes because I'm a vessel and I channel many energies. I channel many personalities. And for those who will come here and say, "Oh, that's dangerous. That's this, that's whatever." I'm brave too. So you got to give me those prompts, okay? I'm a very brave person, okay? And yes, I am sometimes boisterous because the spirit that's flowing in me sometimes can be boisterous. Yes, I do have some pride. I mean, I think all human beings have prides. Prides have pride. Yes, I can be a narcissist sometimes, but believe it or not, that's a human trait for survival. We all are narcissists to some extent. We all can be, buttholes, and we all have an ego, and these are just normal human traits. It's just when they get out of control that they become unhealthy, and that they can be dangerous for the person and for the people around them. But it's okay to have anger. Anger is good as long as it's vented in a healthy way. It's okay to be jealous. It's okay to be protective. I'm talking about all of the things people find to be negative. It's okay to be, did I say selfish? But if I did, pardon me. It's okay to be resentful. you know these are very good traits. It's just when they get out of control that they're unhealthy. It's okay to be happy, to be excited. It's okay to be all of these things, but at the same time too, we can't let those emotions get out of hand. It's okay to be giving. Don't let those emotions get out of hand. To be too giving it can be one of weakness. And when people find that you're weak, you become vulnerable and people take advantage of that. So that's when those other emotions of selfishness kick in. It's okay, excuse me, to be, you know, in a situation, in a point and time of your life where you are just plain outright nasty and rude. I have taught myself that it's okay when I find the need to put my, defense system up, to cross my arms, to hold on to what I have so that it won't get taken away from me. Okay. So this is why I am how I am. So don't expect to come to the channel and find this soothing voice all of the time. Sometimes you're going to see me with my eyes bucked. It's because there's a spirit channeling in that feels the need to get very outrageous. The reason why most people crack up is because they have put themselves, in this glass house where they have to be something that they're not, trying to live up to some expectation that society has put on them. They feel like they got to live up to that. And someone comes along and throws a brick in there and shatters this glass dome they were living in. And now, they're in a psych ward because you know what I'm saying? They lost the marbles, so to speak. That's not me. I'm just gonna you're gonna see me on here some days where I'm gonna be saying some things you might not agree with, and you're gonna be making some comments that I might not agree with, but I welcome them. I'm a person, I'm just not looking for, sunshine every day. Really, to tell you the truth, I appreciate rainy days more than I do sunny days. It's just me, and I've always been the one to love gloomy days, not these artificial skies. Now, I don't like that. All of those weird man-made proliferated clouds in the winter that they put up the shade, screen the sun out. I'm not too enthused with those because they're poisonous. But I miss those natural, which has never been truly natural here on the planet in the first place. For a long time. But at one time, I 60s, 70s, it was some natural. It was still some natural clouds out there, and I remember, those days when it just got kind of dark in the summer, and all of a sudden you can hear the thunder roll, and all of a sudden the rain would just come from down the street, up the street. You smell that smell in the pavement. I just love that smell, the smell of wet pavement. It's so uh like an aromatherapy to me. And I miss those days because we don't have those days anymore. But like again, I said I love what most would call bad weather. I don't call it bad weather. I call it weather of change. I don't like no tornadoes though. I don't like typhoons and hurricanes. I don't like that type of stuff. I don't like too much destruction, but a little bit is okay. Every now and then a little rumble and an earthquake, a little bit of wind rushing through, tearing up a few buildings is okay with me, as long as they don't get me. Now, y'all got to realize now, my personality is very different, and I embrace being an eccentric person. I will find those things that most find horrific to be beautiful. Like I tell people, I love some of my greatest painters that I love would be like Goya. I love Goya. Look Goya up. I love his art. His art was really nice when he first started because it was like what most would call, normal, whatever. But when he began to face his demons and paint his demons, I felt like myself personally, since I do think my opinion does count on this channel. If you think it doesn't, then that's just your opinion. But when his work became very what you would call dark and destructive, and what most may call ugly in nature, to me, those were some of his best paintings. Look up Goya. His work was really breathtaking. Taken. If I could have one of his original pieces in my house, it would be one of my, like, people say if you could wish for something, what would it be? Most would say $1 million and this or whatever. One of my greatest wishes would be to have one of Goya's original paintings towards the end of his life, when he painted the witches and the elves and the warlocks. That was some beautiful work to me. Another painter that I really loved was Bekzinski. Oh my God, those works were just extraordinary. And I have myself tried to bring that darkness out of myself. And I'm looking at my paintings, y'all. and show some of the darkness that's within me. I wanted to express that in my works, but my colors are so bright. But when you look at Bekzinski's work, and to the artist, I challenge you. I have found that when you really want to bring out darkness in your art, you don't really use colorful um, palette. You use, and you don't use a whole lot of color. When I say a whole lot of color, I'm not talking about the color itself, but uh, a variety of color. You do not mix a variety of color in there. Like, for a colorful artist of light would tend to use, yellows, reds, greens, blues, light yellows, light reds, light blues, turquoises, roses, like rose colored paint. You don't do that. You use, and I'm giving you some tips. So listen, artists, there's a lot of artists out there that want to know my technique, which I haven't tried it myself yet, but I was told by a spirit that practices, because I do channel different spirit energies, discarnates, because I'm a conjurer. Um, when I do that, they do speak to me and give me ideas. And sometimes, I do like automatic painting. Like a lot of people talk about automatic writing, which I do those too. And I would just allow them to use my brain and my arm and my hand to paint pictures. I mean, I've seen the image on the canvas before I actually even got the chance to get a pencil out. But what they told me to do is to limit color in the art. So when you're going to do dark nature paintings, you're going to select colors like burnt umber and um, um, raw sienna. These are the colors, so y'all write them down. Blacks, yellows, and that's it. And you may throw a little bit of white in there. That's it. I was looking at Bekzinski's work, and when I looked at his work, his backgrounds are always, most of the time, in umbers, and that's his background. And the center of it is going to be siennas, raw siennas, and yellows. And he may just throw in one neon, like a neon red or a neon yellow. Gosh, somebody just hit my door. Confirmation from the spirits. They tap on my window all the time. And I have this one that does the two taps. They knock on my door. Y'all, when I go to the door, whatever, you all will be surprised what I see. Because I see dead people. Yeah, you're looking at a real live two-headed doctor. And I can see dead. So that's what makes me different. Most artists, we're gonna be very different. We're gonna be what most would call strange, odd, bizarre. And you can see that, and you can look in our eyes, and you can see in our eyes that thing, that magic, sometimes that wickedness. Like, I have people that say, "You frighten me." They're tapping on my window and knocking on my door now. You frighten me. And most artists are witches, and that's why they burned most of us at the stake and hung most of us because of it, and lynched us. I talk about Michael Jackson a lot, and I'm not comparing myself to him, but Michael Jackson was a witch, guys. Let's get real. And he experienced a modern day lynching. Whitney Houston, she was a witch. Elvis Presley was a witch. These were witches, guys. That's why, and Marilyn Monroe. I'm trying to think of some more of these people who died mysteriously. Most witches will die mysteriously here in modern day time. No, they don't just round us up now and just put stones on us and throw us in the ocean or throw us in the river no more. which brings me to one of my past lives, and I would like to share that with you. Somebody's trying to get me, but they can wait a minute. If it maybe this should be a separate video. I'm gonna talk about this on another video, but I just really wanted to talk about the fact that for a lot of you all, if you know that you do not like negativity, darkness, you don't like wickedness, evil, whatever, you may not want to be coming to this particular channel because though all of those things are me. I'm very wicked. If you're on my hit list, yes, I will set you up and bring you to your demise. My aunt is one that practiced necromancy. I'm a newbie in it. And if I do live to be 70 years old, there is going to be a lot of people who will die at my hands. Not my hands, because I won't use my hands, but right here with my mind. And I'm just being honest with you, who I am. I'm the one that they burned at the stake. It wouldn't do you any good to destroy me because I'm going to come back. My energy will be in other people because I do believe when we die, the energy within us, because there's an energy in me and in you, will, you want to use the word infect? Because I am infectious. It will infect other bodies, other minds. You can't get rid of witches. And I will reincarnate. So, just killing me is not going to really do any good. A lot of people will say, I'm going to kill this witch. Allah wants me to kill, or Allah wants me to kill this witch. God wants me to kill this witch and destroy him, because we'll be doing humanity a favor. But it's not going to do any good because you can't kill the witch's soul. Okay? And we do have more than 9 lives. So we will reproduce ourselves. We will eventually take over the planet. Yes. Because you go to a lot of countries, a person like me, they will stone me. I'm sure there are some people in other countries that want to get at me, but they can't. You won't be able to because I'm protected by the United States government of America. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, I'm just kidding. Every now and then. And I was told, Mama, please laugh when you say certain things because a lot of people, look at you and they really take that serious. So you will see me laugh sometimes. But anyway, I'm protected by almighty witches in the interior of the planet, witches that are on the sub core of the planet, witches who are on the outside of the planet, witches in hell protect me. Yes, I'll pray to Satan if I have to. Witches in these so-called heavens you talk about, and witches in the cosmos. People think heaven is this beautiful place of light and glass waters, bodies of water, and crystal bridges and celestial stars. That's heaven to them. And it's really your own perception, what you see it to be. But I'm only talking about what I think it is. So you can't, persecute me because I have a different idea on, I'm only talking about my own reality I've created for myself. We all create our own reality. Some people don't create their own reality. They try to live others' reality, like with whatever they see on TV, whatever they read in a book, whatever they see in social media. That's their reality. But I create my own. That's what's beautiful about being an artist. We can create our own, and live comfortably with it. An artist have to have thick skin. It has to be very thick because we face a lot of criticism, and we're used to it. So heaven to me heaven. Heaven to me is chaos. Heaven to someone else may be everything just going good and beautiful and no rocky roads and just everything smooth. That's not me. I mean, if everything goes too well for me, I get nervous because I know that's not natural. What's natural for me is the wind to blow, and I'm just standing there, rain hitting me in the face, and my hair getting wet, and it's just blowing, and I'm challenged. I love a challenging life. That's who I am. I'm not looking for roses if they don't have thorns. I like to get stuck by the thorns, and it reminds me, this rose bush, I'm beautiful, but I can hurt you. Those are the things that I love. That's me. So, you know, I want you to know this when you come to my channel. For those who are confused, who are looking for, everything rosy, there are some wonderful channels out there where you can find the rosy things that you're looking for. And I usually don't do this, but there is a very rosy man out there, and everything he says is perfect. It's perfect and to the T. And every time I want to, because sometimes I channel into rosy things. I need to, when I'm off kilter and everything is so, you know, around me that's too challenging, too destructive, too dark, and just much for myself. I'll channel into, channels of light here on YouTube. I honestly will. I'll go there and get that love that I need. Sometimes I do need some love, and I need kisses and hugs and affection. Sometimes I need that, but I'm guarded. I don't want too much of that. Sometimes I'm the person that I want to hear somebody argue, and I want to get, because I get more energy out of destruction than I do light. And I may be speaking somebody's truth out there. And for some people, you can't relate to this. And if you can't, just turn this off and go somewhere else. I won't get upset with you. But I'm speaking for those who don't have the voice and who needs to get that validation that, oh, there are some other people that feel just like them. And but sometimes, I have to turn it off, and I have to go and get me some of that peace, and that tranquility, but I don't like silence. I like noise, not too much, but sometimes I do want to hear a bomb go off. It's just me, and you get upset all day long, but this is life. A lot of people take their frustrations that they experience in life out on people like myself. They use us as a scapegoat because, they can't get to the real source of what's challenging them in life, and that hatred they have in their heart, and that fact that they can't find that ultimate serenity in themselves. They want to blame people like me because they feel like they can get to me, because they feel like a part of me, a part of myself care. They a part of myself cares. I don't care. I really don't care how you feel. I honestly don't. I feel like you need to get a life and get over it and leave me the fuck alone and go and find your own truth. Find your own truth, okay? I haven't done anything to you, okay? Because you do have a lot of people that come and they look for, witches, because witches, we've always been the scapegoat. If a plague broke out or something happened or whatever, they accused us for it because, they're looking for somebody that they can blame. And the person they want to blame are those people that are the undesirables in the community and in the society. And you see a lot of that going on in some of those countries in Africa. If a plague breaks out, like right now, Ebola is all over the land, and I'm sure that a lot of superstitious people are blaming these people for the outbreak. People who are into supernaturalism are being blamed for some of this stuff. And so I'm not taking the blame for your problems, because I personally have nothing to do with the fact that you are miserable and you don't like yourself and you don't like your life. It has nothing to do with me. And that's what you need to be looking at. You need to be looking inside yourself as to what's making you miserable, because it's not spiritual. Spiritual is just here, talking about the things that have happened to her in her life. You need to take responsibility, first of all, because that's what I do. I don't blame anybody for my miserable predicament. If there is anything miserable within myself, I take responsibility for that. That's what makes me more of a whole person than you, because I can balance darkness and light. And I can realize that, most of what happens to me is something that I've done, to myself. You got some folks 50 and 60 years old, 30, 40, and 50 years old, still blaming their mama for all their problems. Instead of just realizing, hey, look, it may have been out of my control what happened to me when I was 10, 15 years old. But now that I'm 30 and 40 years old now, can't nobody fuck with me. And if they do, I'm going to deal with them. But what's happening to me right now, it has something to do with myself. You got these grown folks still mad with their moms. Sick. Excuse me, family. And then they go and seek out people that look like their mothers to do more blaming. And you find yourself around here taking responsibility for some bullshit that has happened to a grown-ass man, a grown-ass woman that's 30, 40, 50, and 60 years old. You taking responsibility for some shit like that, and you don't even fucking know them. Y'all know where I'm coming from. Mama got to cuss sometimes, and get used to the shit. For a long time, I've lived life, working on my jobs and stuff like that with people, looking at me weird because I decided to curse. But then they look at other people and say that they can, and it's okay if they want to get frustrated and curse, and then look at me like I'm crazy. God damn it, if I want to cuss, I'm going to cuss too. Shit, get over it. Holding me to high standards and shit like that. Don't hold me to a higher standard than you hold yourself, okay? If you gonna cuss, you know what I'm saying? And you want to sin, like they say, sin, drink, have sex with a whole bunch of men and women, and then want to come and look at me and say, if I do it, I dare her. Oh, she shouldn't be. I am not the angel. Remember, I'm the wicked witch. I'm the one that will set you up. I'm the vindictive witch. I'm the one that will cripple you and go and sit down and have a meal. Don't forget that, okay? Don't forget that. I'm karma. I am the demon. I am wickedness. At the same time, too, I can be your angel. I can bring love to you, happiness, luck, and money. I can help you with fertility problems, help you bring birth into the world. I can also assist you in an abortion, because no longer do you desire to carry this baby in your womb. I can bring you the best of a business, success, but I can also bring destruction. I'm karma. Anyway, with all of that said, I was doing some channeling right now. That's karma coming through, okay? A lot of people, oh my God, I can't believe she said this. Yes, I have the notion to speak what I want to speak on my channel, okay? And I do know witches that if you want somebody to die, they can destroy them at a drop of a hat. I incorporate other witches in my practice. Some of the witches, once again, can bring destruction, death. There are some people that want to die. They no longer want to live. They're suffering. I am the witch that will find other witches in the practice that will come in and say, yes, Mama, I'll take care of that for you. I'm also the witch that will bring healing. And yes, I do have witches that do bring healing because I incorporate many spirits. I have a coven of some very powerful witches. So when you come to me, you're getting the real thing. I'm a no nonsense witch. If you're looking for light, I can let the sun come out on you. If you're looking for somebody's house to burn down, well, I can definitely do that too. So you got to realize that I am not a Wiccan witch. The Wiccan witch has a Wiccan reed. They must follow that path. So people be talking about witches like they're bad people. Man, witches are there are a lot of witches. They're some of the most honest people, more honest than Christians. Really. God in heaven, I hate when people say they're Christian. More Christians have lied to me than any witch I've ever met in my life. They lie more than politicians. Shit, most of your politicians are Christians. It's such a sick religion. Don't get me wrong now. They've been casting out demons and stuff, and Christians do a little bit of this and a little bit of that. So if anytime I want to, I can go in a Christian church and get what I need. That's what I like about my life. I can go and get whatever I need. I'm not limited. Like the Jehovah's Witnesses. They're limited. They can't receive a blood transfusion. They punish themselves. I'm not gonna punish myself. There are some things I might want to borrow from the Jehovah's Witnesses. I'll borrow it. But I don't want the fact that you don't want your life saved with a blood transfusion. The fact is, I can go and get a blood transfusion if I want to. I can borrow from the Christian and cast out demons and stuff, but I don't have to be restricted as a Christian and have to feel guilty just because I decided that I want somebody to suffer and feel like I have sinned. That Christians are stuck with that, and I don't want to have to be this or that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I that's what I like about hoodoo magic. I am a solitary witch where I can practice hoodoo. To me, hoodoo is a religion, which I hate to use the word religion because religion is not a good word, really. But I'm just only using this for those who don't understand. That's it. So, hoodoo is my religion and it's my friend because there are no restrictions. I may want to talk to Satan. I may want to be possessed by Satan. I may want to be possessed by Lucifer. I may want to be possessed by, a dark angel of death. At the same time too, I might want to be possessed by the Holy Spirit. I may want, Jesus Christ to dwell in me. Buddha. I may want Mary to dwell in me. You kind of see where I'm coming from. So stop looking for all of this. All of this, I call it corniness. You're not going to find that. Okay? You're going to find a very honest person. Necromancy. I am so fascinated with that right now. I am going to, for those who are following me, all my kindreds because I got some people out there, y'all, believe it or not, whether you like it or not, that love the things that I represent. Okay? And if you don't, go to hell. Okay? Go to hell because you can learn a lot in hell. Okay? They even said Jesus went to hell. For all you Christians out there, he went down there and stayed for a while. He had to have a cleanse. A lot of us are going to have to go there, which we call that the underworld here in our society here. It's the underworld and the witchcraft society. Oh, man, I'm so glad to be a witch, man. Witchcraft saved my life. I would be dead if it wasn't for witchcraft. The witches saved me. Yes, I do pray to witches. I pray to witches. And because I think they're stronger, more powerful, because they can tap into certain things that certain people dare to go. Get over yourselves, people. Jesus was a witch. If he walked on water, doesn't that sound like witchcraft to you? Okay. Um, so, Moses was a witch too, guys. All those supernatural characters, superhero characters, like, like Superman and all those different things in the Bible, they got different names like Jesus, Moses, those types of people. Those were all witches, guys. Believe me. If he parted the Red Sea, those are supernatural powers. He had to be a witch. I call them characters because, you know, it was written by a man, and I don't think it's true. It's just nice tall tales. Okay. Um. Anyway, I lost my train of thought because there's so many things I want to talk about. I'm gonna write on a piece of paper next time. I'm gonna read from it or whatever, and so I won't forget. But I just want y'all to know who I am. Hoodoo religion, hoodoo magic is my life. I dress the part, I eat the part, I act the part. I'm the one that will be going to the cemetery. So that's why I was talking about necromancy. I'm fascinated with it right now. My auntie actively practices it and does not really realize she does. She does it. Um, Let me tell you something about her. And I want you all who are really dedicated to the coven and who want to really follow us in the coven to go and get books on necromancy. I want you all to start studying and reading up on necromancy. I have a hidden coven, guys. If you would like to be a part of it, and I trust you, and I'm going to discern in the spirit whether or not you should be there. I want you to come out and I'll let you in. All of you all are not going to get in because some of you all are just trying to get in there so that you can go the opposite direction of my agenda, and I will not tolerate it. You will be dropped and you won't be able to stay in that and you must be an active member, meaning that you are in there thumbs upping things and you are in there commenting and you are in there participating and posting. If you're not in there doing that, I'm going to get suspicious. I'm a very suspicious person. I will think you have a hidden agenda. I will think that you have an agent, and I will have to get you out, okay? For you all who are just saying, no, mama, that's just too deep for me. I ain't trying to go there. The name of the group, anyway, I can't say that because it's hidden. You can get it in if you wanted to. Only I and the administrator can let you in. I have two administrators. One of them is Mama's Matriarchs, okay? And they will allow you in or take you out, okay? So I want you all to get the books on necromancy. Anyway, if that's too deep for you, necromancy is just too dark, but you still want to be a part of the coven because miracles are happening in there. I'm finding that the energy of thumbsing up thing posts is really making things supernaturally happen. I'm learning a lot about covens. Why did y'all let me get a coven? And lots of witches up in that place. Man, they ain't no joke, okay? And it's another one called Badass Witches of the Planet. That's another crazy place where some crazy stuff is happening. Wickedness is happening. Yes, yes, yes. And I don't know why people get so offended when we talk about wickedness. Goodness. Wickedness is a good thing. It's okay to be wicked. Goodness, okay? It's okay to have an army in America. You're going to need it. You're going to need that protection. We don't want nobody to come in and just destroy. We got to have protection. We have to have our guards up. We're witches. Anyway. So, again, let me go back. If you really want to ease your way into this because you are a new and inspiring witch, or you just want to learn some things about the craft and you want to just, tread lightly, because mama also will help hold your hand and guide you through too. And there are some witches in there that will help guide you, priests, priestesses, warlocks, whatever, that will help you to spread your wings so you can fly away on your journey. And the coven, and that's Spiritually Naima, SPIRITNYEMMA on Facebook. Go in my channel and click on the Facebook icon. I would love for all of you all to come out and to grow with us, to learn with us, to teach us. I need you guys, newbies, intermediates, novice, they all the same. Uh, Professional witches, advanced witches, and warlocks, priests and priestesses. Come on out. Come out to the coven, okay, and loan us a helping hand. So now that you know who I am, you can discern whether or not you want to be a part of the channel. You can discern whether or not you want to be in the coven. And if you're really a practitioner of hoodoo magic, let me know. Inbox me on Facebook. I rarely read any kind of mail from YouTube. I think they stopped that anyway. So don't try to reach me on YouTube. You can reach me on Yahoo, spirittree41 at yahoo.com. You can reach me that way if you would like to be a part of my hidden hoodoo corner. You can find me there. You can find me and some other inspiring or professional hoodoo practitioners. Now, the real professional hoodoo practitioners, they might not want you to know who they are. A lot of them don't even practice social media. Come to me in Birmingham, have you some work done, okay? I'm doing readings in my home now. I have a room where I'm doing nothing but readings, witchcraft, hoodoo magic, whatever. I'm doing that in my home now. So if you want to make a trip to Birmingham, Alabama, be my guest. I will discern whether or not I will allow you here, because everybody don't represent mama's best interest. I'm protected anyway. So if you come here with a hidden agenda to do harm, expect to be going back home crippled or blind or something horrific happening to you. I keep talking about necromancy. The reason why is because I'm practicing it right now. I have killed 2 people with my witchcraft energy. They have died. Don't think I ain't paying for it, because it do hurt your body. It hurts, baby. It hurts your body. So this ain't no thing you just run off and do, and thinking that and the necromancy, the necromancer, the person who practices it. The reason why we're so powerful at it is because we have had to suffer. We've suffered in some kind of way. We've been hospitalized. We have been sick. We have had, things to happen to our bodies. That's what gives us the power to be a necromancer in the first place. If you've never been sick, you've never suffered, then necromancy is not necessarily going to work for you. It only works for those who've suffered. That's why for some people who want to be a very effective necromancer would allow themselves to be buried in a coffin for 24 hours or sit in a closet for 24 hours in darkness for 24 hours. Because when you come out of there, you'll be more powerful. You have to suffer. That's why necromancers may mutilate themselves in a sense and do some horrific things, shave off their hair, put themselves out there to be ostracized, because you have to be slain in the spirit in order to have these powers. Now, I just let you all in on a big secret. So a lot, like for me, I will go out and I will paint my face black and be dark in energy and look for those people to do this. It makes you stronger. Okay. The thing about what I hate about YouTube is that there are a lot of people who should not be here. Now, I'm doing this dark video now because I'm reaching out to those who need me, who are going in this direction, so that I can take you guys to the hidden coven. And we can get real dark in nature. Okay. And unfortunately, I'm having to do this here on YouTube because people like us, we can't have our very own place. Only the people in the church and who's speaking about light and love and finances, and believe it or not, if you practicing what I'm practicing, we got some of the greatest wealth you could ever have. I can pull off $1 million house and Mercedes Benz. I can pull it off practicing my hoodoo magic. See, this is where you're supposed to be. When you're a Christian, you don't necessarily get those things. You just help the people who are pushing the agenda get what they want. That's all you doing. That's why you still ain't got what you've been looking for. And see, materialistic things is not what we're trying to gain on our spiritual journeys in the first place. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for power. For some people, power represents nice, fancy cars, beautiful women, okay, handsome men, exotic trips. That's power to them. For us, power is being able to change the world, cause destruction, cause hurricanes, weather anomalies, bring the sun out when we want the sun out, put smiles on people's faces, heal people, kill people. That's power to us, okay? So now, if you know this ain't you, you should get away from this channel, okay? And that's what I love about YouTube. YouTube always put my videos in protected places. Whether or not that's what they want, I'm not sure. But I see it like this. Spirits are playing a role in keeping our videos protected and keeping them in places where, people won't come in and try to, get too angry about it or what have you. So, we are protected. So, but anyway, what I really wanted to say is necromancy is something that I'm interested in right now, but I'm not actively practicing it. It has accidentally happened to me. Like I said, without my doing, there's some spirits around me that will do some killing. And I've been tricked a couple of times, and I won't even use the word trick. I've been guided, that's the word, into some situations where two people have actually lost their lives due to my hoodoo conjuring. And but I didn't just play that role in it myself. Karma did, because like I said, you have to be careful because it'll only work on those people who have some overdue karma. If you got some overdue karma, then yes, a necromancer can definitely take you out. Now, so at this point, I'm studying it and I'm not practicing it. I'm not trying to really get into, practicing it right at this point. I think necromancy is really for the elder witch. A witch my age wouldn't be able to handle it. Now there may be some out there doing it, but a witch my age wouldn't be able to handle that. Most necromancers are a little older, and it's because at that point, as you age, some people suffer more. Your heart disease, high blood pressure problems, kidney problems, diabetics. They suffer more in the elder years, so they're more effective necromancers. And then they feel like they have nothing to lose by taking you out. They figure I'm gonna go anyway, so I don't mind bringing destruction to you. My aunt is a necromancer. Once again, I was talking about that, and then I get sidetracked. And she said, she's killed a lot of people, but with her, like she should have died a long time ago. And I'm gonna let you in on the secret. The way she extends her life is by killing the people, murdering the people. When we talk about murdering, we're not talking about taking a knife, shooting a gun, whatever. We're talking about stealing the energy out of another human being or out of a pet or an animal, taking the energy from them to preserve their own life. That's what she's doing right now. I'm not practicing that at this point. Everybody that gets close to my aunt have to be very, very cautious that live under her. The two of us can't live together. I don't stay in her house anytime. She tries to protect me because she can literally take the life force out of you. Two people just died around her. Two. One lady just fell dead of a heart attack, and another lady, she had a stroke or something like that. So you have to be real careful. You stay around these elder witches and stuff. If these elder witches are necromancers, they can take the energy out of infants. If an elder witch just compliment a baby, an elder witch. Now I'm not saying an elderly person, y'all. Let's not get this twisted. And if she's a necromancer and she compliments your baby, hold your baby, and say, "Oh, how cute," it's a chance that baby can die, and that extends her life. It's real, y'all. People look at the skeleton key and they just think, it's just Hollywood. Some of it is really Hollywood, but Hollywood is taking true life depictions and making movies for profit. I had somebody that said, "Oh, they don't want to watch Nollywood movies, these Nigerian Nollywood movies," and they said that the reason why they don't want to watch them is because they see the Christian part of it, them trying to cast the demons out of the witches on the Nollywood movies, but still watch it because it gives you more insight as to how African witchcraft is and how other cultures view witchcraft and how they practice. So still watch it anyway. I watch Emmanuel TV because the witches, even though a lot of people say I don't like the fact they're casting out demons and the witches and exposing the witches, but I still like to watch it because it gives me an idea. The witch will describe how she practices, and that's the part I'm interested in, how she practices it, her secrets in African witchcraft, like marine spirits. I'm possessed by marine spirits. For a long time I didn't even know what it was. I was like, oh, I'm possessed by Yama Ya and Mama Wata and everything. But there is a marine kingdom, and I'm possessed by marine spirits. I have altars for marine spirits. You all saw one of my dolls. She's a marine spirit. You remember Haliga? She's a marine spirit. That the doll, if I could, I'd reach over there and get her. But I gives her anointings. I feed her. I talk to her. I talk to all my dolls. I keep them dusted off. I keep them oiled up. I'm kind of behind time on them. Yeah, that's me. So I'm going to watch Emmanuel TV and I'm going to learn from it. And I love Nollywood movies. For you all who want to dwell more into witchcraft, watch the Nollywood movies because now they're getting to be mainstream now in America, and now they want to change. Now they're going towards they're leaving out the witchcraft and the supernaturalism now and going towards porn. I heard. I don't know how true that is. So go back and look at those classic movies because I think they're going to try to take all of that off now because they're trying to change to Jesus. Jesus. I hate Jesus has started to plague the lands of Africa. Anyway, so that's going to end this video. And like I said, visit me on Facebook, Spirit Tree Naima. Go in the channel and click on the F icon. And I'm gonna finish up right here. And I'm coming back because I want to talk about past lives, okay? My past life as a witch. I can remember a few of my lives as a witch. I come back over and over again as a witch because that's what my spirit is, okay? And you all can comment and put your opinions here. If they're very offensive opinions, well, I'm not going to keep that there. You're going to be deleted and banned. I'm not looking for everybody to agree. I enjoy chaos and arguments. I love to see people bicker and fight. Just don't get physical, too physical, okay? I don't like using too much nails and or whatever. I like to use a trance. I like to throw you up against a wall. I like to use mental energy to do harm, you know. So we can do some fighting in here, you know. We can do some crazy stuff, okay? Okay? But don't get too bad with it now, y'all. I'm not trying to promote violence here. But hey, I did want to say this. So necromancy, I'm reading up on it and studying it, but I'm not going to be practicing necromancy right now at this point. There's some other things I want to focus on. That's like bringing love to people. Yes, I do bring love. Believe it or not, I'm the love doctor. People don't realize that. I can bring back lost loved ones. But if you got a tenant in your house and you're a landlord and you can't get them out, oh yeah, I'll get them out of there for you. You know, so I do that dark stuff too. I'm gonna leave the necromancy to the elder witches. If anything, I just like to make my people suffer. That's all. I don't want to take you out straight out. That's just too good. I don't want to put you out your misery. I just want you to suffer. Okay, so that's what I want to do right there. I want to practice how I can make my enemies suffer. Okay, be back in a little bit.